we're going to play a little bit of what I call communications poker, but not really poker. But I brought some chips if anybody wanted to use poker chips for this. I'm going to give everybody 5 cards. When you get your 5 cards, look at them and either go, yeah, this is me, totally, or I don't really like these cards, I want a different one. Or just think about if they represent you. And that's the first part. Afterwards, I'll say, okay, at your table, see if there's somebody who has cards you prefer that you could trade with. And then I'll even say, let's go around the room and do that. The goal is to get 5 cards that you think represent you and that you're really happy about, and that if somebody was describing you, you would say, well, I'm nope, that's not me. But that they would say a word that was you, and let's see which is a word that is me. Okay, I'm responsive. So I would say, I want them to use this word to describe me. So let me give out some cards. Will you give to your table 5 each? And if you have extra, just give them back to me. And 5 each. There probably are duplicates.
Can I have duplicates in my hand?
You can. You can. How are you guys doing? Are these extra cards or no?
Those are.
Okay.
Do we just like put them out, the ones that really aren't us, and talk about them?
No, you just want to get a hand of cards that you like. So if you don't like those, you want to see if you can trade, or you can go around the room and trade with people. Okay, so who has 5 cards that you're happy with? Who likes me right at this moment? Okay, so I'm going to say something now, and you probably won't like me anymore. What I would very much appreciate, please, and this is like really like a demand, can I have 2 cards back from each and every one of you? Yeah, y'all keep your 2 since I'm taking them back anyway. I'll keep your 2 and raise you 7.
Do we get to choose?
You get to choose the 2. Thank you. Am I right?
So I was debating, because these 2 are very similar.
I actually think you are. It's just I think that these
are
more
stronger.
Yes.
Yeah, that's kind of where I
They're
was.
stronger. Okay. So now I have a question. Does anybody in here have 3 cards of the same color? Red, right? Okay. So I'm going to ask, sorry, Brad and Ellen to stand up, and this is going to be the red table where Carol's sitting, because she's got 3 reds. Does anyone in this room have 2 reds or 3 reds? So if you have 2 or 3 reds, please go sit with Carol. You can even bring your name tag, please, and a chair, just so that everyone will know who everyone is, and you'll have a place to sit. Who else has 3 cards? Chris, you have 3 yellow, right? So this is going to become the yellow table. Does anybody have 2 or more yellow cards? Blue table, raise your hands. There is nobody in here with 2 greens, right? There's no green table. We can make fun of green a lot today. And this is the I don't know what I am table, or the I was getting there, but I don't want to say balanced because that's evaluative of everyone who's not balanced. But that's not really like they're not balanced. This is a group of people who communicate in very many different styles. You guys have a preferred communication style, and they don't. That's the only difference. Now, let me show you it, and then we'll talk about the activity. Remember which table. It's red, yellow, blue, no green, let's make fun, and multicolor. So anybody feel, that's not me, I don't belong at my table? Does anybody in here, Matt?
I see some of myself in all of them.
Yep, and that's what this table picked out cards pretty much saying, I see some of myself in all of them. Most of us have a lot of the different elements. What happens is the one we chose is probably our preferred communication style. So think about, in here, some of you know people from before today. Look at the table they're at and think about, does that make sense? Is that where we're different? Think about the workplace and think about times that you've had a challenge with somebody in the communication. If you had known that they were one of the other colors that you're not, would you have taken it as personally?